I grew up in church, but I never walked with Christ. I think because of the way I used to live, I was waiting for God to punish me. I think a big contributor to it was the music I was listening to. As I guess it could be for anybody in our generation now. There's not much being said that's any good for us. Every couple of nights around, say about 11 till 2 in the morning, I'll just go up the hills listening to this music. And it was like, but it wasn't like, it was a spirit just dragging me along a path. It was sometime in spring in 2021. And I just made a decision that I don't know what this is, but I know I don't want it. I think it was in August, that was the first time the Holy Spirit came into me. And that was, that was an amazing experience because I still struggle to even explain what that was like. It was a very heavy, but very light at the same time. It was like God saying, I am power, but I am love at the same time. It's like, I'm not to be messed around with, but at the same time, it's like I'm a big softie for you. Mike Povey, he gave me 2 books. The Screw Tape Letters, and actually I'm surprised I haven't mentioned this because those 2 books, they are actually what changed my life. John Ramirez, Armed and Dangerous. Reading those 2 books in August last year was what really made me, it made me think, yes, this is what I want. Jesus is what I want. I mean, there's a whole thing with me speaking in tongues as well. The week after surrendering myself to God, and I was meditating for 3 hours, and God told me that I had a mutual relationship with him. And I had no idea what he was talking about when he said that. And then he said, look, your relationship with me isn't actually with me. It's through the church, or it's through your parents, or it's not actually one-to-one. There's a third party always involved. And he's like, I don't want a relationship with you like that. I want you, it's you and I. That's what I want. And the moment I began to pray to God from that place, I was able to speak in tongues. At first, it was like I was trying to hold it back because it was unfamiliar to me. I didn't know what it was. And then it just kind of flew out. It was one of those things that confirmed this thing is real. And he's really here. But then after I got baptized, that's when it really began to kick off. I was on a walk. This was 2 weeks before I got baptized. It was sometime in the afternoon, and I looked up into the sky, and I don't know how to explain this. Words won't ever do it justice. I could see so many colors in the sky, and it was for the first time I realized that everything had been made by God. And I said to God in that moment, I don't want my perceptions of you. I want you. Show me who you are. And then ever since then, it's just been week after week. Every week has been different. He's really just shown me who he is, and I've been changed by that. I went home feeling different. With the established course, I came in angry. I was distressed. I was still quite empty, even though God was doing his work in me. And within the first week, everyone there helped me realize that to really get anywhere with God, you have to surrender yourself. And after I had surrendered to him, I just had a peace of mind. It was like what God did, he didn't just take my anger away. He made it as though it was never there. And to me, that was a miracle, because for like 6 years, that's all I'd known. It's like taking a tennis ball in a small room and whacking it against the wall and having the tennis ball just bounce all over. That's what it was like in my head all the time. And God just made it just still. But for me, it meant a lot knowing that he genuinely loved me. And it wasn't just words on a page. And then to actually feel that love for the first time, where it was kind of empty on the inside. So far away from the person I once was. Like, that version of me just doesn't exist. I know it purely off of memory. There's no emotional attachment to it. There's no spiritual attachment to that person anymore. He's gone. It's not that I'm not just not that person. It's like I never was that person. A life without him now just seems ridiculous. In fact, I don't know how people do it. And to be honest, if he can do that with me, I want to live my life seeing him do that for other people through me. I can't think of anything better, actually. Seeing people who have been where I've been, seen what I've seen, just have their lives completely transformed by God. That would be an amazing way to live out the rest of my life, for sure.